Hello from Ubud, Bali. We are here having some fun and also diving into something a little strange, a little unknown territory, something we haven't done before, and something that we're gifting ourselves in the name of health and healing. That thing is a 21-day cleanse called a Panchakarma. It comes from the Ayurvedic science of healing, a 5,000-year-old science of healing. So our good friend Amisha is doing a documentary on that, and he told us about it, and we figured,
here we are.
We figured this sounds really interesting. It's a big reset button for our biology, and
it's one relationship that we really haven't explored.
Yeah.
Like we have tried so many different things when it comes to health, but this relationship is pretty new. So we're still learning, rediscovering, but what we can tell you that Panchakarma, the 21-day full Panchakarma protocol, is basically, according to Ayurveda, is the ultimate healing experience for your body, your mind, and your consciousness. And basically resetting your body and helping it do what it does best.
And what's really
healing itself.
That's right. And what's really interesting about Panchakarma and Ayurveda is that it looks at your individual identity based on your body composition. It's called a dosha, right? So based on whether you're tall and lanky, or average height and size, kind of like me, or more stout, you get a dosha. So there's Pitta, Vata, and Kapha. Right.
Or you can be a combination of both.
Right.
And turns out both of us are the same. Our constitution is the same. It's Pitta Kapha, but our imbalances are actually quite different. And the beauty of Panchakarma is you get your treatment tailored to you specifically. So when it comes to herbs, when it comes to treatments, when it comes to the whole approach during 21 days, you know you are getting something that is completely tailored for you and your body and your healing process.
And it was so cool. Today we finished, so it was day one for us today, and we just finished this whole set of massages, and in the morning we drank some ghee. And
had our first meal at 6 p.m.
And we had a consultation with a doctor, and the doctor took a look at our constitution, what we look like, what our tongue looks like, what our eyes look like, and then we measured our pulse, and then gave us a reading on our dosha. And based on the dosha and what we're going through physically, they prescribed different herbs that we're going to take with the ghee every morning. And within the massages, we had this like amazing full body massage covered in oil. It was incredible. And then they scrubbed us. What was that in the scrub?
It was like mung bean powder with some other herbs, and you get the scrub after the oil. And the whole purpose of that is basically to stimulate your lymphatic system, to increase your blood flow, and get the ghee that you drink every morning, which is clarified butter for those of you that don't know what it is, to get ghee going into all sorts of crevices and pulling these toxins out. And by day 6, I believe, it all kind of comes in together and accumulates here. Yeah. And then we'll be giving a fantastic, delicious, or not so much delicious, herbal cocktail that will stimulate purging. A lot of it, to get all of that stuff out. And only at 2-week mark, you begin your rejuvenating process. So it's gonna be a bumpy ride, probably on some days.
I'd say for the first couple of weeks are going to be interesting. So just to recap, so we're going to drink ghee with different herbs, and that ghee is going to go into our body, and it's going to pull toxins. It's going to pull all those toxins and get us all juicy. It's going to lubricate all of our joints, and then after about 7 days, we get to take all those toxins and push them out of our body. Hopefully.
We don't know which way it's going to come out yet.
It's not going to get pretty. I'm fairly certain of that. So we're gonna report, and every day that we go through, we're gonna do a little check-in, kind of like this one, and tell you what we learned and what we're going through. In this first day, I feel pretty amazing.
Surprisingly, 6:30 we had our little shot of ghee, which was literally maybe like 2 tablespoons.
That's 6:30 a.m.
And now it's about 6:30 p.m. and we just had our first meal.
Yeah,
and
which was a soup.
But pretty energized, feeling great.
So there's really not much eating.
The first 5 days.
Yeah, so it's just mainly ghee. If you're hungry, there's this thing called khichdi, which is like lentils and some spices, some really basic stuff that the Ayurvedic gods deemed appropriate for us. And then we just had a really, it was a pretty tasty soup, I gotta say. It wasn't like culinary excellence, but it was tasty. So that's day one. We got 20 left.
Yep, and we already done our before picture, which is not looking really that pretty.
Yeah.
But hopefully our after picture will be fantastic and get that vibrancy back, get that glow back, get the balanced emotions back, fix your body and reset your organs to make sure that they are operating at their top potential.
So why are we doing this?
Reset.
Yeah.
Major reset. As you know, as I always say, like you live in a home, this is another home that you live in, and you always clean your home, right? You sweep the floor, you dust it, you clean the spider webs and all that, and once in a while you do spring cleaning, a major cleaning. So this is what it is for us.
And
right?
we're way overdue, way overdue. We usually do at least a cleanse or two a year, and we haven't done one in over a year, so it was a time. And we've been traveling, and in that travel we picked up some baggage in the form of weight, and got a little bit of eczema.
My acne is back up again, so
Yeah.
hopefully we're gonna get rid of all of that.
Yeah.
And we
But
just want to.
the big takeaway here is to be proactive.
Yes.
In the clinic today, we met some wonderful people, and some of those people are dealing with diseases and ailments that are not fun. And personally, I'd rather be on the proactive side and not have to go to the center to potentially have my life saved. Rather, I'd like to take proactive measures to prevent those things from occurring, so I could live, an extended life comfortably. So.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's more than 300 other days for you to have fun, enjoy, drink, just play. There's life here for us to enjoy. And then 21 days out of that, you.
And I find it really interesting that when we tell people that we're doing 21 days, they go, "Oh my God, 21 days!
Yeah, it's
how can you do this?" Well, I mean, think about what else you do on the other side, the flip side. How many days? Yes, it's more enjoyable, but the consequences of those and what happens when those things build up. And there is a price.
And the price, when you do it later, is usually much, much higher. So be proactive. Stay updated. We're gonna do our check-ins every single day. We'll be doing a lot of articles around Ayurveda and Panchakarma, so you can learn a little bit more about that as well, and maybe inspired to do one too. I know there are centers in US, there are centers in India, and there are centers in quite a few countries. So it is available. All you gotta do is just make a decision.
And hopefully, keep your fingers crossed that we'll be as chipper today as we are today, tomorrow.
Day 7.
Yeah. So we'll see. We're going to report the good, bad, and ugly. So you want to come back tomorrow and check out what we have for you.
All right.
Wish us luck.
Bye, guys.
Bye.